Y'all. Come closer. Come closer. I finished the book.
She got danger on her mind. She's $1 million baby. Nobody can explain it. She's a miracle. She's a miracle.
Hi, hello, it's your girl Gypsy. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to 2023, y'all. How it do? How's it going? Right now I'm filming this on the 18th. So we're 18 days in. How are you guys doing? Personally, I am feeling very blessed. First of all, it's Capricorn season. Thank you. My birthday was actually on the 5th and I had a wonderful time. Had my mother with me, which was amazing. Miss you, mommy. Because I'm feeling very, very homesick. So it was really nice and I felt very honored and blessed and that my mom was able to come up here. I have a book review for you guys. So let's get into it. Like I said, I was in a reading slump for a good minute. You know, we were down the dumps. And I have lots of TBR to get through. Did I touch it? No. Hold on, y'all. Baby, you call me? Yeah, you got this Abbott. What time is it? 8:59. Okay, I'm coming. Sorry, y'all, Abbott. So back to regularly scheduled programming. Excuse me. We are talking about Me, Moth. This is written by Amber McBride. I love this book. And I know I say that for a lot of books, but I'm sorry that these people crank out great things. Like, is that my fault? Absolutely not. What's really cool about this book is it's written in free verse. So if you don't know what free verse means, it's written in poems. So for example, just to flip to one, this is kind of what it looks like. So what I want to have this video is because I'm actually going to link my review on Goodreads in my description box. This is not really a review, it's more of a discussion. I just want to highlight different things in the book that I think were substantial to the story and, you know, made it more worthwhile. I don't want to give too much away, but I feel like I'm gonna have to give a little bit, considering you're gonna have to know some things to understand what I'm talking about. But still get the book. Please, still get the book. The one thing I'm not gonna reveal is a twist. We're not revealing the twist. So that's one thing we're not gonna reveal. So just to give some background, it follows Moth and Sonny. Not sure how to pronounce it. Sorry. And Sonny is Native American. Yes, Native American. And Miss Moth is African American. And she lives in New York, moved to Virginia with her Aunt Jack because she experienced a personal tragedy, an intense personal tragedy. Her family, her mom, dad, her little brother, died in a car accident. On the scene, done. And you know, when you get hit with that, like in the beginning, you're like, okay, we're on a ride. We're going somewhere. We're definitely going somewhere. One thing that stuck out to me is when she was explaining the tragedy. Just listen to this first and then I'll show you. It was the start of the summer. We, mom, dad, brother, and me, left New York to visit Aunt Jack in Northern Virginia. Before we broke in half, we were merging. So when she says we were merging, you know, obviously when you think of merge, mean coming together, right? Here it is separated right here. So it's we were merging. I think that is important, in my opinion, because she was saying, you know, before we broke in half, we were merging. And so she's basically disassociating that closeness the family had, you know, because of the death. So I thought that was, you know, a nice like artsy form to include in the book. I thought that was really cute. And I was like, oh, I like that. I like when, you know, authors, and I don't know if that's the reason, maybe I'm really just reading into it too much, but that's what I got from it. So I'm gonna just run with it. But I thought that was, I thought it was really tasteful. I really am. The next thing that I will go over is after the tragedy, of course, she is dealing with an immense amount of grief. So her dream was to become a dancer like Misty Copeland and go to Juilliard, which is funny because that used to be one of my dreams as well. Before I would say I realized I feel like my calling is to be a writer, be in the literary scene, is I actually wanted to become a professional dancer. I don't think it was specifically ballet, but I definitely wanted to go to Juilliard. Like, going to a just accredited university four-year institution was not on my radar at the time. It was more so doing something within the arts, especially my mom being a music teacher. So I was like, oh my gosh, I feel you, girl. Like, I want to do that too. So like I said, after, the tragedy, when something, I feel like with anybody, when something very drastic happens, we have a very drastic change that of course you're not prepared for, it rocks you. You know what I mean? Like, transition is not even the word. Like, you're coping, you're just coping. So she created a list of rules. One for her, the one that her aunt has and one she has. So let's listen to her aunt's rules. Her aunt Jack, don't talk about the accident. Like, really, don't talk about it. Praying about it aloud is okay though. Leaving offerings on the mantle for the ancestors is just fine. Always have wine in the house. Always have whiskey under the sink. Never touch the urns. Never. Never mourn loud enough to make flowers wilt. So one thing that was included in the story is her grandfather was a root worker. Here is Moth's list of rules. Don't live too hard. Fetal, huddle knees, tuck to chin. I get it. Be as silent as a seahorse. This one hurt, but I get it because, like I said, when you've dealt with something very intense, you don't want to talk about it. You internalize everything. So her saying be silent, because the moment she, talks, like, people of course, want to know more about you and stuff like that. And she's not trying to be open whatsoever. So I'm like, just want to give her a hug. Devour lyrics and melodies like raindrops on your tongue. Choreograph a symphony of movement in the wind. Pour bottles of wine and whiskey into the sink. Watch Aunt Jack search for them. Forget the ancestors. They up and left. So I actually talked about this particular rule on my Instagram because it was something I just wanted to highlight. Her saying, like, ancestors, they up and left. It's like, were y'all here in the first place? Because y'all was here. Why would y'all have me go through this? Let's keep going. Build a new god out of toothpicks and song dust. Let your hair grow long. Well, not me, child. All right. Harden while huddled. Don't crack. Don't dance like Misty Copeland. Do not crack. Don't dance like Misty Copeland. So the last four, you definitely learn more about Moth, where you're like, okay, she definitely doesn't want to be open. The moment she feels like she's going to dance again, she is thinking about her previous, life before this accident. And she doesn't want to go there because she's not going to get that back, So, like I said, I thought that was really cool. Something just to think about. But please go ahead and pick up this book, Me, Moth by Amber McBride. She has a new book out. Oh, Jesus, what's the name? The name is We Are All So Good at Smiling. I will also link the book in the description box as well. Please like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I don't want to promise anything, but I will say I'm working to become more disciplined with creating my content, having a consistent schedule for myself, but I don't want to announce it. Y'all will get it when y'all get it. And that's how it's going to be, essentially. So, like I said, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And bye from Gypsy the Fiance. Bye, y'all.